Talking about that. Peekaboo. I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo. 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 They talking, they talking about nothing. 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 Huh? Uh, ain't talking about nothing. Huh? I was in the block. I was in the parking lot smoking a blunt, waiting on them to open. LMAO. All right, man. Peekaboo. I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo. I like that song, man. What they talking, they talking about nothing. 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 Huh? Ain't talking about nothing. I like that song, man. Peekaboo. I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo. 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 They talking, they talking about nothing. 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 Huh? Ain't talking about nothing. Hey, I'm in a good mood, man. How's everybody feeling? The come down off the mushrooms be spectacular. Spectacular. Shout out to my mods in the chat. Jason Marshall, you the first one in here, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to the chat. Bodega Bart, Josh Jones, Mooka, and Surge 10. Surge 10. Shout out to Surge 10. We appreciate you, Surge 10. We in this thing. We in this thing. Like Cook cracking this thing. You feel me? Damnhomie went off on Sharp again. But that's really just, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That's clickbait. I might play it, I might not. I already reacted to it. Go back and watch it. It was an easy thumbnail, and I'm still off the mushrooms, and I didn't want to make another one. So, might play it, I might not. It depends on y'all. But what I do want to go into is, real quick, a couple things. December the 15th, Rich Trap Drive. The Rich Trap Drive. Oh, yeah. I got you. Just talk to me in the DM, my nigga. Just talk to me in the DM. I check every 10 minutes just to, because, peekaboo. Peekaboo. Hilarious. Stalkers are hard. Let's continue to jump into this good Kantiana. Yep, I'm an asshole, for sure. That nigga's probably like, this nigga's a dick. Yes, I am. Shout out to my man, Bird. You know what I need to do before I do it? At least clear out some of this storage. Boom. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. This Monday's feeling real Tuesday-like. This Monday is feeling very Tuesday-like. I'm not going to lie. This is a very Monday feeling Tuesday. It's a very Tuesday feeling Monday, excuse me. If this Monday feels like a Tuesday to you, put some Tuesdays in the chat, man, because this Monday is feeling very Tuesday-ish, man. It's feeling very Tuesday-ish. I don't know why I keep feeling like today is Tuesday. I don't know why. But it's Monday. It's the first of the month. Get up, catch your check and get on. Okay. All right, brothers and thuggos. Shout out to Cartoon. Cartoon 1, man. Select. Delete all from all devices. What the hell? Delete all. Boom. All right, bam. Yeah, today feel like a Tuesday, bro. It's feeling pretty Tuesday. It's a Monday, but it's a kind of a Monday Tuesday. You feel me? All right. Hey, bro. Damn, 20-degree weather. God bless you, brother. God bless you, my brother from another mother. Rich Trap Drive. December the 14th is the last day to donate. Rich Trap Drive, man. Make sure you tap in. We have raised about $500 and some change right now. With me matching whatever y'all have given us, we got $1,000 to help out a family in need, all that, blah, blah, blah. Wooty bam, Rich Trap Drive. The Cash App is in the chat. If you want to donate to the Rich Trap Drive, you can also drop a super chat. You can also drop a Portland, Oregon. Sheesh. Goodness gracious, Bird. You can also drop a super chat. You can drop a cash app. You can drop whatever you want to drop to help the Rich Trap Drive. You know what I'm saying? Donations are being welcome, man, and appreciated. We appreciate everybody who's donated so far. We appreciate everybody who will donate. We appreciate everybody who's gonna donate. We finished jumping to this content. We got a couple things. Charlemagne violating Rory and Maul over the Drake UMG narrative. DJ Head says Kendrick is not done. It's finna get tricky. You got academics attacking Maul. Yes, academics attacking Maul for something Drake related. And then we got Damian Porter versus Young and Hefe. And I'm not sure what's going on there. And if y'all care, I'll play the audio about Damnhomie and Sharp. Do y'all care about that? Let me know. But with that all being said, man, let's jump into this Kantiana, man. We got Kendrick Lamar is not done. DJ Head and Absol, scary confirmation. Let's get into this. Shout out to Chig, Smooth, giving us news you can use, knowledge you can't get in nobody's college. And as always, we want to give a big shout out to DJ Head, West Coast, DJ Head voice. Big shout out to DJ Head, man, for being the Coast Guard. Let's get into this Kantiana without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say, you know, Chig gonna have everything up there. Whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Is Kendrick Lamar gearing up to drop more music? Absol, Lefty Gunplay, Hitter J3, two of which who were on the GNX album, have been dropping hints that Kendrick may not be done dropping music. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkers.
Like when it said overkill, goodness gracious, Kendrick Lamar's ending Drake's career. West Coast, DJ Head voice.
Hold the poem for the Chick Smooth channel. We gotta talk about this. Now, it's not so much with little hints as Lefty Gunplay was just straight up say it while in the interview.
I rapped on that beat. He got some stuff. I know he's got a deluxe version coming out. So I don't know what he got going. He's very yeah, but when you keep with him in person, he's cool, man.
For sure. No, he's solid.
It's his team, you know, they're professionals as hell. You know, he's been doing it. He gave me opportunity, and he put me on. The number, I'm on it. My name's on it. #1 song in the world. #1 song.
And he was on the album, so he knows how they rock. And the way he said that, it seems
Lefty Gunplay has a #1 song. That's crazy. Off of 4 lines. It don't matter how you get to the championship, man. As long as you get there, I'm not hating on him. Shout out to Lefty Gunplay.
Like the work is already
crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious, barnacles.
Done. They're just waiting for the right time. And then Absol would recently say something very similar to that, but will catch himself not knowing if it's a good time to go public with it. But it was good enough to drop these type of hits.
You see what Doc doing?
Oh, come on, man.
Doc going crazy right now, bro.
He ain't even going. All right, you know what? Yeah, nah, he's going crazy right now.
Yeah, we ain't gonna make no.
He's like, yeah. I'm gonna just be quiet. Y'all think he going crazy right now. Y'all think right now it's finna go up.
Give him nothing. Give him too much, but bro, Doc got it. Let me tell you something. I will say this though, because I already know the people is recording us and shit. I will say this. The homie ain't done, and this is what niggas is on right now. So you can take that however you want.
Yes, sir.
He play on that.
Right.
You see what Doc doing.
And then after the album dropped, Hitter J3 took to Twitter to obviously go on a victory lap. He did a phenomenal job, but will also go on to say the flood has just begun. It's like a hurricane or tornado that never stops. And he will continue saying, I send out fair warnings. Now find something safe to do. Now all of that could be random until he says, focus on what's coming next, not what's taking place at the moment. It's really bold and kind of different for Kendrick Lamar to have so many people who are around him and the potential project to be openly speaking about it before there's even a talk of a new project. As GNX took over the top 10, so he doesn't have to rush into the new music. Are you ready for new music already? How close to the Super Bowl do you think new music, or at least a deluxe album, will be released? Do you think it's going to happen before New Year's or after New Year's? Let me know in the comment section. Peace.
Now, let me ask y'all this. We got to the next one. Red dot to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free. Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go. Do y'all want a Kendrick deluxe album? Are y'all ready for a deluxe album? Because, I mean, I would jump out the window and say that the GNX album, I'm not gonna say it's full of throwaway songs, but keep in mind, is that the real Mo P? How do we know that's real Mo P? How would we know? If that's a real Mo P, send me an Instagram message. Then I don't know. My bad. He had the broccoli song already in the cut. You feel me? Shout out to Boston in the chat. Okay, bet he said it's me. All right, bet. Are you on a new page or the old page? That way I know where to go look. He had Squabble Up in the tuck. So obviously Squabble Up was already ready and done. You feel me? We thought the name of that was we was calling it Broccoli. It's called Squabble Up. We was calling it Broccoli. You feel me? Kendrick Lamar Broccoli. We just didn't know what to call it. We could call it Broccoli. It's called Squabble Up. But you think Kendrick has music in the tuck? You think Kendrick is ready and waiting? You feel me? What do y'all think about the situation? Let me see. All right, Mo P, give me 1 second. I got you, bro. That ain't got Kendrick started, man. They should have left that nigga alone. He was somewhere in Compton doing burpees, minding his business. You feel me? He was somewhere in Compton doing burpees, minding his business, man. And they came and they awoke him. And they awoke him. And they awoke the beast. All right. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. All right, hold on. Boom. Let me see. All right, boom. My bad, y'all. I'm working 7 traps. All right, let's get into this next piece of Kantiana. This next piecington of Kantiana. Let me get my man Mo P real quick. Let me go ahead and woke up looking for that broccoli. Mr. Get Off, I get off in my sleep. Hold on. All right, Mo P, where you at? Oh, you on a damn it, Mo P, you gave me the wrong page, nigga. You on the original page. Hold on. All right, man. We finna jump into the next piece of Kantiana, man. Y'all give me 2 seconds, man. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Bear with your boy. Bear with your boy. Bear with your boy. All right. Boom. 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 Wow. All right, bet. All right. Let's get into this. What we got next? Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key. Keep a tool on me or not. Mr. Get Off. I get off. Am I asleep? Y'all hear my youngest son yelling at his brothers? Like hollering at them niggas? He be on their head, bro. All right. Do any of y'all youngest kids boss around their older siblings, or is that just my house? All right, man, we back in the same, like Cook cracking the same. We got DJ Academics attacks Maul for claiming Drake is performing at the World Cup. Why is this something to attack someone over? We not sure. Hold on, my bad, y'all. Damn it. All right, y'all, we back in the same, like Cook cracking the same, man. We got DJ Academics attacking Maul over Drake performing at the World Cup. Why is that something to attack someone over? Not 100% sure why, but we finna jump into this content again. Shout out to Chicks Moves for giving us that good news you can use and that good knowledge you can't get in nobody's college, man. Let's get into this. Let's go. I really do want to know, though, why would somebody want to attack anybody over Drake performing at the World Cup? This is a little bit much, but let's get into it. Let's go.
you guys are going to war for is probably somewhere in the middle of the ocean, chilling on the goddamn 60-foot yacht. It's just sitting back and watching the two fan bases just go at each other. Meanwhile, the two artists you guys are going to war for is probably somewhere in the middle of the ocean, chilling on the goddamn 60-foot yacht eating lobster. Now, DJ Academics and Maul are the two media guys that's been rocking with Drake throughout this whole beef. And the most ironic part is that these two guys...
Wait, man. Hold on. Damn it. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Hold on, man. Damn it, man. I'm having technical difficulties tonight, y'all. My difficulties are technical. I'm having technical difficulties, and my difficulties tonight are technical. I feel like Sharp when Damnhomie exposed him. It's hard out here, man. It's hard out here. It's hard out Harrington. I feel like a Sharp without a Damnhomie. I'm just a Sharp without a Damnhomie, man. Just a Sharp Sharpington without a Damnhomie. All right, boom. This is supposed to go here. That's supposed to go there. And why is it not? Okay, now it's going. I'm not sure why that even went the way that it went. You feel me? Not sure why it went the way it went. All right, y'all. We're going to act like none of this happened. We're going to act like none of this happened. Players mess up. Pimps fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? Act sharp. Pimps fuck up too. You feel me? Hey, that nigga was mad. Whoever that, and then look, here's the thing about niggas on the internet. Everybody who saw that crazy expert level markout yesterday with that weird ass nigga, the craziest part about it all is when I was on ODM Slim's live later on that night. This nigga sat there and said, "Man, yeah, you kicked me off, and then you ran from a conflict." Like niggas will just lie. We all watched the same thing. That nigga sat there and told that bold-faced lie, and I was like, damn. Like niggas will just lie. Like that shit is crazy. So, you know, that happened. But all right, let's jump into this content, man. We got academics attacking Maul for claiming Drake is performing at the World Cup. Let's get into it. Let's go.
YouTube. Chicks. Chicks move. Hey, Chicks move. Appreciate all the coverage that you been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Boy, oh boy. Once you start telling the truth, the fans start to turn on you. The beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has pretty much turned into Blood versus Crips. If you're rocking with the Bloods, you gotta be loyal to the Bloods to the very end. If you're rocking with the Crips, the same thing. There's no switching up. There's no tiptoeing the line.
Am I the only one that was confused? Like, genuinely confused, and thought that this is gonna get like gang related? Am I the only one that was genuinely confused and thought that this is gonna get gang related? Because the way he put it, the way he like, you know, just put that whole little situation, the whole way Chicks Move just ran that whole little play, made it seem like the situation was gonna get tricky. He definitely made it seem like it was gonna get tricky. So my question is, I get that the title says DJ Academics and Maul, DJ Academics attacks Maul for perform. Words are hard. DJ Academics attacks Maul for claiming Drake is performing at the World Cup after Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl. I get that that's the title, but to say that these dudes are like Bloods and Crips, am I the only one that thought that this is gonna get gang related? Or I just read too deep into it?
Boy, oh boy. Once you start telling the truth, the fans start to turn on you. The beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has pretty much turned into Blood versus Crips. If you're rocking with the Bloods, you gotta be loyal to the Bloods to the very end. If you're rocking with the Crips, the same thing. There's no switching up. There's no tiptoeing the line. Some of the funniest things over the last couple months is just sitting back and watching the two fan bases just go at each other. Meanwhile, the two artists you guys are going to war for is probably somewhere in the middle of the ocean, chilling on the goddamn 60-foot yacht eating lobster. Now, DJ Academics and Maul are the two...
That was a weird analogy, right? That's a weird analogy.
Guys that's been rocking with Drake throughout this whole beef. And the most ironic part is that these two guys do not like each other. Their beef goes back to the early Joe Budden podcast days when Rory and Mal were trying to demean academics. Academics did not like the way Rory and Mal were trying to clown him, and it's been up ever since. Now, before Mal got into the picture as a media person, academics was pretty much the #1 source for all things Drake. Despite Drake not going on this platform for an interview or a stream, academics and Drake have an open line of communication. Anytime academics needs clarification, and anytime Drake wants academics to clear up something for the fans, or simply just put out a message for him, that's the way Drake and academics use each other. Now, recently, we're actually getting to find out that Drake is giving Mal a little bit more information than he does with academics. A few months ago, when Drake was getting clowned and flamed on social media, after Kendrick Lamar was picked to do the Super Bowl next year, it was actually Mal that came out and said, yo, you guys know Drake was actually picked for the Super Bowl a couple times and he turned it down, right? This was information.
And then the Super Bowl came out and was like, nah, that's not true. That never happened. The NFL was like, nigga, please, we didn't do that.
All got directly from Drake. And it's usually something we would see academics break. But because Mal has a deeper relationship with Drake than academics does, Mal is the one that gets to break the story to everybody and ultimately gets credit for it. Now, fast forward to last week when Drake filed those 2 lawsuits against UMG. Academics said he reached out to Drake and Drake told them no comment.
I give you my journalistic shit, which is this. I did reach out to Drake. There is no comment. And shit, you know, obviously this is a real thing, clearly. Now, I wanted to know how much he was a part of it, necessarily, as a part of, because we all know he still has a team, right? And yes, he is the sole owner of Frozen Moments LLC, but he does have a team. It's the reason why, again, he doesn't really deal with his label too much. And I've been telling you that he don't deal with his label too much.
It was confirmed by the NFL that was a lie. So I get that you might, be a Drake fan, but it was actually confirmed that it was false. This is the news you can use and the knowledge you can't get in college. We pretty much get almost, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be arrogant. But if it's 10 stories going around, CNN Trap News Network is 99.999 of them percent correct. Nothing really major I've been wrong about shit. You feel me?
I wonder if they're going hard with this, or is it Drake himself and what his personal thought is. Again, I don't have that answer for you, and that's just honestly. And I'm pretty sure the fact that I don't have.
I didn't ask you if you work for the Cowboys. Don't nobody even watch the Cowboys. Don't nobody give a fuck about the Cowboys. Don't nobody give a fuck about the Cowboys since Terrell Owens played for the motherfuckers. Don't nobody give a good goddamn about that shit. Nigga, the NFL came out and said that's malarkey. Y'all got bigger problems to worry about. Are the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl this year? Y'all got other shit to worry about other than Drake, big dog. Come on, we're gonna just leave that. We're gonna just leave that up there. We're gonna just leave that right there. You feel me? Y'all got other shit to worry. Y'all have more pressing issues. The Cowboys. Nigga, I don't even watch sports like that, and I know them niggas ain't shit to watch. Cowboy fans, they still make those? Where you buy them at? It's buy one, get one free. America. Right.
That answer for you right now means.
Nigga, who the fuck is you, Hank Hill? Nigga, you fucking Dale Gribble? Nigga, you Boomhauer? Boomhauer, Hank Hill, Bobby, boy, ain't right, boy. What, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. King of the Hill ass nigga.
Whatever you see, black and white, it is what it is.
Leave that right there.
Here's what Moore said when he reached out to Drake about the lawsuit.
This is above my pay grade, but like I said, when I'm standing on the side of it, again, I didn't speak to Drake about none of it. Well, I'm lying, I did. But I didn't speak to him in detail about what's happening. It's very surface. It's very like, let it all play out. People are going to see.
Oh, you spoke to him recently?
Absolutely. All of this shit happening. I got to hit my guy. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? But again, I don't speak about things that I speak with guys I know and people I know privately. I don't speak about it publicly. Yeah. But I just gotta. Is he
in good spirits?
He's in great spirits.
It seems like he's bothered.
No.
You're suing your record label. You're pretty upset, bro. That's not Omarion level of cool.
It seems that way.
It's gonna even if he goes out here and buys a new plane, people are like, oh, he did that because he mad.
Well, I mean, because he cut his hair, he talking shit about D. Rose.
So one guy gets absolutely no information from Drake about the lawsuit, while the other person not only gets to speak with Drake, but gets to hear his tonality and how he feels about it. Now, it doesn't stop there. Maul goes on to randomly announce that Drake is performing at the halftime show for the World Cup.
Rap music. Number one person in rap music. He's the number one person in rap music.
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap music.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl right now. He has the number one.
Drake is doing the World Cup.
Kendrick Lamar is definitely the number one person in the rap music right now, for sure.
No. That's not the same.
It's not?
Doing the World Cup is not the same as doing the Super Bowl at all. It's an accomplishment, but it's not the same. It's not the same at all.
Just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl right now. He has the number one.
Drake is doing the World Cup.
No. That's not the same.
It's not the same, right? You know how many people watch the World Cup?
Not as many as I watch the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is like the most viewed thing like on TV ever.
I think they tallied like 1.6 billion last time.
Yeah, that budget different.
Super Bowl is 123 million
No.
versus 1.6 billion viewers.
Right,
It's just different, is all I'm saying. It's just, what are we talking? That's what I'm saying. What perception, what lens are we looking at this through? If I'm
I'll take
in my country.
But the World Cup Day, it's playing with semantics, right? Because they this is the first time that they're having a performer. I don't think it's during the actual final game. It's like part of the world. It's like that performing at the. It's another
Right, and like the final game of the World Cup or like total views of like all the games and all that kind of stuff is one thing, bro. Like the Super Bowl is a single event. No single event draws numbers like the Super Bowl, my nigga. The World Cup is a totality of numbers amongst a couple of days.
No, I'm just saying.
It's nothing like that. Let me promise you something. It's nothing like that.
There's only one person that Maul would get that information from, and that's Drake. This left academics in so much disbelief that he had to go check it out for himself.
Yeah, Millie Maul said that Drake is headlining the finals, so like everybody's running with that. I just don't think Millie Maul will be the person to, and that's not even me just not liking him. Like, bro.
The World Cup is not the single biggest event. The World Cup is over a course of days with multiple games and all kind of stuff like that. It's not a singular event like the NBA Finals is a singular event. Like, you know, I'm sorry, the NBA Finals is not a singular event, it's a series. The Super Bowl is a singular event. It's a pay-per-view event type situation. Not saying it's pay-per-view or whatever, but it's a singular event. People watch the playoffs. It's not like the World Series where you play a few games, and then who wins the best out of these games. The Super Bowl is a single event. There is no bigger single event than the Super Bowl. It's not. If you want to continue to play with semantics and not understand what I'm saying, then you're just a fucking dumbass, and I'll just allow you to be a dumbass on your own because I just broke it down to an elementary level. So anything past that is just you just don't want to understand, and that's 100% okay with me. I'm not upset with you for it.
It's the World Cup Finals. Like, they're gonna roll it out the way they want, just like how we saw the NFL roll it out the way they wanted with Kendrick. You know, they're not gonna be like Millie Maul go tell people this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Millie Maul, man. You ain't gonna listen. Some people call me delusional, but you're not gonna make Drake fans look that delusional. Hey, let me just spread the word out.
I don't know why academics doesn't like Maul. Why doesn't academics like Maul? Did I miss something?
You don't know about no goddamn World Cup halftime show. Y'all have me fooled at the World Cup with
boom, bam, bam, bam.
in Toronto. You know the
niggas wouldn't understand.
It's a whole tournament, right? It's like a playoff, right? You have the finals, and then you have a bunch of games that's played. You know,
it's an entire tournament, not a single event. The Super Bowl is a single event. That's why they always say the most viewed event on TV. It's a single event. It's pretty. Don't worry about it. Events are hard.
That motherfucking thing is in because people are like, yo, that's in Toronto. Nigga, that shit's in the U.S. and Canada. They got some shit going on in like some southern states in America. They got like Montreal or like Quebec that's hosting certain shit. They got Toronto hosting. Like, bro, like this is not the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to tell y'all. This is not the Super Bowl. Okay? And us Drake fans got to stop the cope. Okay? Yes, Kendrick got the Super Bowl. Who gives a fuck, right? I'm not saying who gives a fuck like that. A salty way. But it's just like, bro, we can't just be like, oh, tit for tat. Oh, no, he's doing the... Brother, we've never even heard about a motherfucking Y'all niggas don't even know the first rule of soccer. Bruh, nobody, like, we don't know about no World Cup halftime show. And actually, let's actually do a little fact checking on that. World Cup halftime show. Okay?
Pants and socks.
FIFA has announced, right? That, what the fuck is this? Now, let me find a reputable websites. Okay, so Global Citizen is going to be producing the halftime show for the FIFA World Cup final starting in 2026. So, by the way, already that's 2 years from now. Super Bowl is next year. The tour organization announced on Saturday that during the annual Global Citizens Festival in Central Park, an advocacy organization, blah, 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 the announcement was made midway, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Cool. They emphasized the partnership between FIFA and the Global Citizens not only to put on a show, but to help end extreme poverty and increase access to sports and quality of education for children around the world. Okay, the lack of a halftime show for the internationally viewed game has been a subject of conjecture, with the New York Times speculating about it. And this year, with a story with the headline, "Would a halftime show work in the World Cup?" Now we hear there's going to be one. So they're
So basically, FIFA's trying to catch up to everybody else. Got it.
finally going to do a halftime show. Although the first halftime show for World Cup won't take place in 2026, prior to that, the 4-year partnership will include Global Citizens participation, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And here's the thing when people, like, because I believe the headline was like, oh, shit, Drake is the ambassador to the World Cup. Like, it's in his city, and he's just going to run through, just going to run wild with it, right? There's 10 cities that's going to host the fucking...
yeah, and I think, like, Atlanta has one of the days.
Look. Miami, Seattle, Los Angeles, Orlando, Atlanta, Nashville, Charlotte, Cincinnati, Washington, Philadelphia, and I think Toronto's up in there too. But it's definitely 10. 1, 2, 3.
No, I believe Atlanta has something to do with the World Cup because they're doing a lot of things to the city in preparation for.
5, 6, 7, 8.
But who cares?
Host cities for World Cup. Okay, it's jointly hosted by United States, Mexico, and Canada, right? And essentially, let me just look at Toronto. I know there's some. Okay, cool. So essentially, these are all the cities: Los Angeles, Bay Area, Seattle, Vancouver, Dallas, Guadalajara, Houston, Kansas City, Mexico. When I tell you this,
My bad. Damn it. My bad, y'all.
Meanwhile, the two viewers are to help end extreme poverty and increase access with Kansas City, Mexico City, Monterrey, Atlanta, Boston, Miami, New York, New Jersey, because they're going to do something at MetLife. And by the way, I think the final might be at MetLife, which is New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and Toronto. Okay, let me see. Where's the final going to be? The final. The host of the final match is going to be MetLife Stadium, which is in New Jersey. But it's pretty much New York, New Jersey, right? Because the Giants and Jets play there, right? Right. Again, where are we getting that Drake is performing? And again, I'm a Drake fan, but we got to just stay with a little bit of facts. Like, where the fuck are we getting that Drake is doing some big show here? I don't even think if we search Drake name on a thing, we'll find it. No.
Yes, Bobby. Yeah, your food will be here in 7 minutes. All right. So, pants and socks. Why do I got to say the same thing over and over? Did I already say that once? So why am I saying it twice?
Shit a performer. What Drake is an ambassador for Canada as a host city. Drake, ambassador, FIFA. So FIFA unveiled, which there's 104 games, right? That's going to be played in Mexico.
104 games. So again, the World Cup is not the single most viewed event. For 104 games, nobody's watching that. A billion people ain't watching that 104 times. Total views might rank up to 1 billion. Nobody's sitting there a billion people at a time watching 104 games. They're not going to do 100 a billion. That would be 100 billion. Bro, get the fuck out of here. You niggas sound stupid.
United States and Canada.
And now that and mods, everybody who went in the chat was arguing with me about the World Cup, and that 86,000 seconds, some motherfuckers for being stupid.
That the music.
Whoever was trying to argue that with me in the chats, get him out of here. I don't even want you in my chat. You're stupid.
Mogul Drake is Canada's ambassador for the 1 hour television spectacle.
Now, I think at this point, it's clear to see that Drake definitely favors Maul over academics when it comes to private information. Maybe Drake feels like Maul has more loyalty to him than academics, and he probably won't tell the audience information that he's not supposed to. I think academics knows this, and I don't think he's a fan of it. Now, this difference prompted a lot of Drake fans to take notice and also call out academics for allegedly starting to move like an op towards Drake. A couple days ago,
United States and Canada, that the music mogul Drake is Canada's ambassador for the 1 hour television spectacle.
Now, I think at this point, it's clear to see that Drake definitely favors Maul over academics when it comes to private information. Maybe Drake feels like Maul has more loyalty to him than academics, and he probably won't tell the audience information that he's not supposed to. I think academics knows this, and I don't think he's a fan of it. Now, this difference prompted a lot of Drake fans to take notice and also call out academics for allegedly starting to move like an op towards Drake. A couple days ago, academics had some criticisms towards Drake. WACK said that about 80% of Drake's streams comes from his old music. And not only that, but academics also warned Drake about going against UMG. There's too many artists in history that's gone against the machine and failed, which I thought was pretty fair criticism, but you guys know how this goes. If you do not pick a side, the fans are going to turn on you.
Also, he leveraged the fact that they're eating so much off of his back catalog that dropping frequently helps the back catalog. And by the way, 80 to 85% of Drake's current streams is from albums dropped over 6 years ago. That's another thing. You know what I mean? You know, as we, like, you know, and I'm being very fair here. I love Drake. That's my favorite artist. But, like, bro, the labels look at him different. But, yeah, just, yo, you want the label on your side. I just don't, I've never seen somebody go against the label and win. I ain't never seen it. Like, these labels really control all the shit, bro. So, shit. I'm hoping he wants to go to war with them now. And ironically, it times with this whole Kendrick shit. Because if not, they're going to cremate that nigga. And again, I love his music too much to not see that shit popping. But and I still think, as I said, there's a long way to fall for him. But put it like this. You know, Ja Rule went from being one of the most lit to irrelevant. You'll never get Drake to irrelevant. But
I think Kendrick can get him to irrelevant. I think Kendrick can get Drake to irrelevant for sure. I can see that coming. I see irrelevancy loading.
Universal, their thing might be like, we'll get Superman to bleed. Oh, y'all used to use Drake as like it was a verb, right? Like Drake is like, you know, people like the World Star effect, like Drake. Oh shit, you need that stimmy, right? I think they, you know, their thing might. Oh no, we ain't gonna get that nigga to go irrelevant, but we'll get him to bleed.
This gotta be a sick, nasty chess move by Drake, especially knowing academics and Maul do not like each other. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Drake feeding information to Maul more than
Yeah, honestly, the only one really keeping Drake relevant for real is academics, but you know, whatever. Red dots to the left, y'all know the rest. It's free. I'm new Angel Tweets free. We go. That I do agree with very, very wholeheartedly. Nobody really cares too much about Drake outside of DJ Academics. You know what I'm saying? DJ Academics does keep Drake in the universe, you know what I'm saying? And as he should, that's his job, as you know what he does as a podcaster and all that kind of stuff. He's an opioid. You know what I'm saying? Academics is definitely an opioid. Let me see. Hold on. All right, boom. Let me get this. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to go to the next story? Let me give y'all this. Hard. Come in my room, Bobby. Let me give you this real quick. You want your inhaler? The you want that one? I got you. Hold on real quick, y'all. Step back. Here it is, right here.
It's red?
Yeah, it's red. Say ah. Put your mouth on it. Go. Go. Swallow. You gotta swallow it. Take your medicine. There you go. There you go. All right. See you later. Go. Yep, there you go. Love you, little buddy. Gotta help the homie with his little homie with his asthma. He over there coughing. All right, let me do this real quick. Boom. Boom. All right, y'all. Real love purifies. All right, y'all. Let me just do this real quick. Use your heart and not your mind. And relax your mind. All right. Boom, boom. Y'all got y'all school clothes out? Everything? Because this morning I had to tell y'all to get jackets and y'all didn't have nothing. So maybe you should double check. Just double check. All right, y'all. All right. Boom. All right. Bow. We got. Let's hear.
I was at one of P. Diddy's freak-offs.
You saw celebrities there that you recognize.
Why is Tania on a Tubi documentary talking about Diddy's freak off? Bro, somebody tell my dumbass baby mama to sit down. We're going to jump back into this content without no further do's or don'ts. Now, we got we got Charlemagne and God talking about Drake and academics, or Drake and Maul. Drake and Rory. Let's go. Let's get into what Charlemagne got to say.
Get into a rap beef with another MC, Kendrick Lamar's.
Chicks move. Appreciate all the coverage that you been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Charlemagne is back on timing. For everybody out there that's been constantly criticizing Charlemagne for pandering, not being toxic enough for you guys, well, it looks like we just got 2014 Charlemagne back. Now, when Drake announced last week that he had 2 lawsuits against UMG, one that claims that UMG used bots and other methods to help out Kendrick Lamar's song, and the other one for defamation, claiming that UMG did nothing to stop Kendrick's song that called him a certified pedophile. Now, when I actually saw this lawsuit, I said there's no way you can defend this. Doesn't matter if you're a fan of Drake or Kendrick, if you're just a fan of hip-hop in general, this is just simply not what you do. You don't get into a rap beef with another MC, and when the outcome is not favorable to you, you run to the courtroom. That's corny. It's a very lame move to do, especially when you've benefited from the same things. Unfortunately...
You're probably not going to play anything? You can probably just go sit down and chill out and go watch TV? It's only one TV in this house because I don't like y'all having TVs in your bedroom, so it's only one TV you can watch. So go tell your brothers they can put on a movie for you. Tell your brothers to put on a movie for you. Tell your brothers to put on a movie. You hear me, bro? Why do you always gotta play with me? Why are you the one that gotta always test the boundaries? Go watch a movie. Thank you. Love you. He's gonna push the buttons. He's gonna push the buttons. For sure.
There was a lot of Drake fans that were actually defending this lawsuit by Drake. For some weird reason, people forgot all about the rules of engagement in the rap battle. Well, today, Charlemagne is calling out the fuck shit and everybody that he feels like is full of shit. He gave Donkey of the Day to Drake for his UMG lawsuit, and then Charlemagne went on to target one specific person that was speaking out over the last week. Rory from Rory and More podcast has been on Twitter Spaces over the last couple of days defending Drake's lawsuit. Not only that, but Rory also compared Michael Jackson's situation in the past to Drake's current situation with UMG. Here's what Rory said.
Glasses, respect, by the way. Always glasses, respect.
Right. You know why people feel away, Jody.
But cool. I understand why people feel away. Who give fuck though? Even though Drake is doing for selfish reasons. Not even for selfish reasons.
It is for selfish reasons. We know it's Rory. If he would use his own shit, I would be all in. I'd be all in if he was like,
Honestly, I don't want my kids to have a TV that's in the... Honestly, I don't want a TV in the house, period. The fact that it's a TV in the house is a lot. I don't think a TV is necessary in the house. I got tablets, I got devices, what you need a TV for. Personally, TV is... I have TV for company and for the kids. I don't think TVs are necessary. I personally... I would never have a TV in a room. I don't have a TV in my room. I don't think that is necessary for the bedroom.
Y'all know what y'all did for me. Y'all made it. You cannot convince me this is a him against the industry thing. If it was, he would sacrifice himself.
He's about to sacrifice himself because he's about to prove that he's used bots before too.
If that was the case, he would be bringing up someone else's record.
Yes.
Okay, Rory, do you think he's pulling out that spade? You think he's pulling that spade out if it comes down to that?
I think the red button. I think the red button Drake was talking about this entire time.
The kamikaze.
Yo, bro, I will tell everybody we all use bots.
So, bro, is that mad that he lost that he's gonna tell on everybody? That's crazy. That's light skin.
Sacrifice myself. This shit is over. I
Then
promise to show you. This is over.
Nigga filed.
This is all the facade.
It started on Monday. Not starting now. He's still talking about someone else.
So you're saying this was God's plan?
Nah, you get tomatoes for that one. That shit was ass.
Yeah, come on. He gave
fries in the bag for that one, my nigga.
He gave everyone in Miami $20,000. Like, come on.
Yo, Rory, you gonna follow my nigga back or what, bro?
Glasses, what am I wrong about?
Rory, because you know he would know how.
Nigga did not respond.
Yo, Chris, put the fries in the bag. Fries back. Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie.
Lawsuit though, that shit crazy.
Hey, them fries though, nigga.
No, I'm really waiting.
Oh, go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
What do you think I'm wrong about?
It's not wrong, Rory, but you know his paperwork. You know better than anybody, just like I know. His budgets would show whatever is happening. So he wouldn't need to compel anyone to do it. He can actually do it if he wanted to, if that was the goal.
If he wants to sacrifice himself for his own selfish reasons,
then why would he sacrifice?
I'm here for it because we are all getting.
But I'm saying, Rory, why won't
industry? So let's do it.
But I'm saying, Rory, why won't he sacrifice himself then?
He's about to.
No, he's not. He's trying to sacrifice another record. He's saying,
whoa. He's trying to sacrifice Kendrick, but he's saying that the spade, if it doesn't work, is
Rory know what I'm saying.
It's
Rory knows exactly what he's saying.
Right? So if it ends up being a real lawsuit, at some point, if Universal actually entertains this and doesn't settle with Drake, because I do think he's in the middle of a negotiation and trying to get his money and using this as a play. If they end up going to trial, everyone's going to have to turn over everything within this civil lawsuit.
Exactly.
So, Price himself, because he knows, like all of us knows, that Drake has used bots like everyone else. Michael Jackson tried to do this, and they stopped him. Let's go for it, man. Like, I don't understand. What's so crazy with me, with the internet, for the last 7 years, y'all have been justifying snitching with real street
But when it comes to labels this week, snitching is against the rules now.
Charlemagne was so disgusted by this that he not
Rory's for sure agreeing with the usage of white privilege. That's all that's going on here.
only went on to give Drake Donkey of the Day for the lawsuit, but he also took a little shot at Rory. Here's Charlemagne's Donkey of the Day.
All I'm saying, Aubrey, is stop acting like you haven't been the beneficiary of record label technology, okay? You being a whole hoe simply because you lost. Simply because Kendrick Lamar kicked your ass lyrically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And anybody acting like this is anything more than Drake's feelings being hurt, you a hoe too. A OV hoe to be exact, okay? He's fighting the same war that Michael Jackson fought. Drake is taking a stand for the art and the artists. People who are running with that narrative would hold Drake's penis while he pees and shake it for him when he's finished. Okay, Drake has been handling this terribly since Not Like Us dropped. And please, let's keep this in mind. Drake, you're in this position because you tapped out. Okay, you chose to tap out after you heard Not Like Us. Kendrick dropped too much tune for your head top. Okay, he gave you Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us. It was too much for you because you didn't have to tap out after the Hard Part 6. You could have went in the studio and gave us a bop. You the bop guy. You could have got with some ghostwriters, went in the studio and wrote a hit to combat Not Like Us, but you chose not to. You tapped out. Kendrick won.
Hey, man, not too much on my guy Rory, man. But I think Charlemagne is right. I don't think Drake filed this lawsuit on behalf of the whole industry. Let's be honest here. After the whole beef popped off, wasn't fucking with any rappers. He's now looking at most of you American rappers as ops. So you're gonna tell me that even though he still feels betrayed by all you American rappers, he's still gonna go ahead and sacrifice his entire career because he cares about the well-being of rappers in the industry? Come on, dog. Let's just be honest here for a second. If Kendrick would have lost the battle against Drake and pulled the same move, he should be criticized the same way that Drake is right now. Newsflash, breaking news, none of these rappers care about anybody but themselves. Shit, most of these rappers don't even care about their grandmothers. Y'all heard Kendrick on the GNX album say, "I'll cut my granny off if she don't see how I see it." And you cannot tell me otherwise. I get it. You Drake fans love Drake, and you probably never publicly admit that this lawsuit was lame, and that's fine. That's how it's supposed to go. You gotta stick up for your mans. I respect it. But the rest of us hip-hop fans know exactly what's going on. You guys get in the comments below.
All right, man, that's that. We finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal, man. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest is free. Avenue Angel, so he's free. We are gone. This Drake lawsuit is getting tricky, bro. Like, when I say tricky, like, man, this thing is getting tricky. Bodega Bart, what's the deal? Bodega Bart, what's the deal? Who agrees with this lawsuit? That's what I would like to know, chat. Who agrees with this lawsuit? Who's looking at this like, well, I can understand where Drake's coming from. If anybody in this chat can understand where Drake's coming from or the reasoning behind or whatever the case is, please feel free to enlighten us all. Please feel free to enlighten us all. If for any reason you can, like, you understand why this is going on, you understand where this is coming from, you have any sympathy for this, please, man, I'm begging you to please fill us in here at TNN Trap News Network, because we don't understand this news you can use or this knowledge you can't get in nobody's college. Do y'all care about hearing Damnhomie and her situation with Sharp? Do y'all care about that? Or can I go to Snoop Dogg's artist robbing a jewelry store in Young and Hefe versus Damian Porter? I didn't call you. I didn't call you. Are the clothes ironed? So what are we going into next? My eyes itch. Are we going into Damn? Do y'all care about Damnhomie and Sharp at all? FLAKKO and Design. What's going on with FLAKKO and Design? Something else happening? Mo P is something new? Did something new happen with FLAKKO and Design? Or is it just what's already been happening? I was told that I got FLAKKO temporarily suspended off of No Jumper when he gave that false information, and WACK told me to sue Adam. They said that Adam got a little shifty and was like, "Up, get him out of here." That's just what I was told, though, by somebody who worked at No Jumper. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is. I can't say if it's true or if it's false. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what somebody told me. Wait, something new? Did something new happen? Or y'all are just trolling? Did something new happen? Or FLAKKO and Dejan? Tell them Trapper did it. Did something new happen? All right. Well, while you guys are letting me know, Mo P, something happened? If the label's indeed inflated already, viral stuff. All right. Well, we can get into this. Oh, my bad, Mo P. I be forgetting that it's a delay. That nigga Jason Marshall said, "No, you fucked that nigga off with that song." Yeah, that shit was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. That was a fire diss track. That's still the best diss track. You feel me? So we back in this thing, man. We got Snoop Dogg's artist Jabba sentenced to 37 years. Apparently, Stupid Young thinks that he's a snitchy on it. We finna jump into this content without further ado. The don'ts, man. Let's get into it. Shout out to my man, Paperboy News. If you have not followed the Paperboy News, go ahead and follow the Paperboy News, man. The Paperboy News saying, giving us that daily report. Shout out to Paperboy News. Shout out to Paperboy News. Shout out to Paperboy News. Let's get into this good Kantiana.
Everybody knows when you steal jewelry, there's no way you can take it back to a jewelry store or a pawn shop.
Okay.
Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Jabba made headline news again. And for those of y'all who don't know who he is, he's a rap artist that was signed to Snoop Dogg. Now, from the outside looking in, you would think he seemed comfortable being that he signed to Snoop Dogg. But in reality, he had to go rob a jewelry store, I guess, to provide for him and his family. Now, in 2022, Jabba broke into a jewelry store in Tustin. But he wasn't alone because he was with 5 other people. Now, after they did what they did, they got away with $87,000 worth of jewelry. Now, everybody knows when you steal jewelry, there's no way you can take it back to a jewelry store or a pawn shop because they got cameras. Now, I'm going to assume if they had $87,000 worth of jewelry, the most they can probably get in the streets is probably $15,000 to $30,000. Now, even with that being said, you got to also take into consideration that there was 6 other people involved in that. So you got to divide that among 6. Now, when you total up that amount and you look at how long you could be sentenced for committing that crime, it just ain't worth it. Now, a lot of people are running on the internet saying Jabba got sentenced to 37 years. But if you followed his case, then you would know he only got sentenced to 12 years. Now, there's no way in hell that I would trade
12 years for 6 racks is barnaculous. That right there is barnacles. That's barnacles. That don't make no sense. That's wowzers. That's all I can say.
12 years of my life for $6,000. Now, people need to wake up and smell the coffee. This is not the 80s or 90s anymore. They got forensics now. They got better investigators, and they damn near got surveillance cameras everywhere that can track your every move. Now, if you guys can remember when Stupid Young was on No Jumper getting interviewed by Adam 22, he called Jabba a snitch. Now, according to Stupid Young, Jabba homies told them that he snitched on one of his own peoples from his set. Then Stupid Young says that person's name, and he goes by the name Hitman.
Oh, yeah, man. Figure out over there.
Yeah, what happened to Jabba?
That dude, but I don't fuck
him?
you know. I don't know about him. Hell no, I never never mind. In my whole life. That dude on paperwork. Fuck with him.
Okay. Didn't he get busted for robbing the jewelry store?
Yeah, I don't know. I got homies from over there too, you know. Hitman and other people.
Right.
Matter of fact, Hitman, the dude he told him, I don't want to get deep into it. Long
race politics. Now, I'm not here to decipher if somebody snitched or not. And to be honest with you, even if Jabalow did, I don't really care. Now, Jabalow wrote a long-ass letter, and after looking at it, you could tell that he realized that he's not a gangster like he claims to be. And the lifestyle that he used to claim, he no longer wants to claim anymore. Now, the reason why I say all of this is because it's looking like Jabalow is ready to snitch so he can get out early. Now, to sum this all up, Jabalow said he's done living for the streets, and it's about time he starts living for his kids. Now, if you look closely at this letter, get out.
That sound like a nigga that's finna too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm done living for the streets. I'm ready to live for my kids. That nigga sound like he finna too.
Early. Now, to sum this all up, Jabalow said he's done living for the streets, and it's about time he starts living for his kids. Now, if you look closely at this letter, he says that he'll be coming home next year. Now, I'm no mathematician, but how is it you get sentenced to 12 years, but you writing a letter saying you coming home next year? Now, if that's possible, for sure he's snitching. And my question to Jabalow, of all the years that you've been trying to be down and prove to everybody you a gangster, look at the end result. Now, for the younger generation, to avoid situations like this from ever happening in your life, pick up a book and go to school and get your education. There's nothing wrong with being a square, because when you join a gang, there's too many rules and regulations, and they can love you one day, and then the next day, everybody can hate you. Now, unfortunately for Jabalow's situation, he didn't realize he wasn't a gangster until some gangster happened to him. And when he had to deal with real-life consequences, he snitched. But y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. It's Paperboy News Stand.
All right, we finna be up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal, man. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest is free. Avenue Angel Suites free. We gone. Now, let me know what y'all think, because we have no proof that Jabalow snitched. We have no proof. We have no proof. We have no proof. You feel me? But what y'all think, chat? Let me know what y'all think before we go into this story about Damian Porter and Young and Hefe. What do y'all think? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. What are you doing, Harper?
Nowhere.
So what are you doing? Oh, you sure? Come here, Poppy. Come here.
I'm about to check my brother.
Yeah? Come here.
Yeah.
You sleepy?
Yeah.
Because you had a long day in boxing?
I'm just waiting for food.
You just waiting on your food? Come here. Oh, that's right. Cough all in my face.
Yeah.
Show me. You love that part, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, your food's supposed to be here in a second. Okay.
Okay, what are you going to tell me?
What am I going to show you?
Tell me.
I don't want to tell you nothing. Awkward. Awkward silence.
Yeah.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward, though.
Yeah.
So is it awkward or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Are you ready to go? Because the dog's barking, so I think your food's here. Let's look at the cameras. Oh, you ain't seen the twins. The twins look just like me. Let me look at the cameras. Oh, crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious. Yep, there go the food right there. That's your food?
Cassie.
Right there.
Who's that right there?
That's your food. Tell your brother to get the food off the porch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I know it's there now.
You know it's there now? All right, so look. Tell your brothers to come here real quick so I can tell y'all what's what. All right. So there are 6 hamburgers. There are 6 fries.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
So everybody has burgers. This nigga's fucking crazy. Everybody has burgers and fries for dinner. Y'all got burgers and fries for lunch.
Yeah.
Bring me my chicken wings and my fries.
Drink. Yeah.
I got the drink. Y'all can drink water.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, little boy. Give me a hug and kiss. Give me a hug and a kiss. Oh. I love you so much.
Love you.
Big hug. I love you so much.
Love you.
My best friend.
Then who's that right there?
My grandma.
What's her name?
Desi May.
Oh. Where you at right there?
We're at the beach.
I want to go to the beach.
We're gonna go back to the beach.
Yeah, I want to go to the beach with my brother and you. And
Okay,
me.
we can do that.
And how about Kaylee?
Okay, I got you. Love you.
Love you.
Go ahead.
I'm not to drink. You can drink water today? Drink
Yeah,
water.
drink water. Yeah, I'm finna hook him up to. Oh man, I hate using the nebulizer. If I got to, that's what it's gonna be. All right, what was I doing? Ain't no thing, my children. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. Thank you. Is my drink in there? Oh, some chicken wings. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have 1 burger for eat and 2 burgers for school.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Thank you. You give me a cup of ice, please? All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me do this real quick. Man, look, I'm finna eat these chicken wings on live. I know y'all don't like when I eat on live. I know y'all don't like when I eat on camera. I'm hungry. You know what else I saw the other day that I liked? Hold on. Because y'all gonna have to enjoy this with me. Can you bring me one of those water? Water, my guy. Water. No, give me that apple soda. That's an apple soda in there. In the red box. Yeah, I'm that black parent. What? Nigga, I'm finna get right. What? I got these chicken wings. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, he finna be mad at me. Put this in the freezer for me, as a matter of fact, and put the apple soda in the freezer, too.
Okay.
Watch it. Yep. I'm finna get right, y'all. You know what? Bye, y'all! I got one of these. Hold on. I like this right here. Right here. Look. I'm so in love with her, and she's in love with me. Swilly dilly dee. All right. I just had to get that off. I'm so in love with her, and she's in love with me. Yeah. Swilly dilly dee. That shit slap, bro. That shit slap. If you don't think it slap, you're just a hater. Hey, Mo Lester, you feel me? Hey, man, look, bro. I'm finna smoke some of this Get Hungry Then I'm finna get hungry. I got some wings. I got some fries. My drink in the freezer. Good cup of ice in the freezer. You feel me? And I got another blunt rolled up. I got 2 blunts rolled up. Come on now. We finna jump into this Canciana, man. For whatever reason, we have Damian Porter versus Young and Hefe. This is interesting. Finna get into this.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Wow! Well, members,
Am I tripping? That nigga sound like milk.
Get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you will receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you support me, support the content. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let's get into it. This is just a response to Young and Hefe.
So if it's a response, I mean, Young and Hefe started this. Young and Hefe, you started this? Somebody send me what Young and Hefe said first.
Most of you, many of you are familiar with him. He has a channel on YouTube, Young and Hefe from H-Ray Gangster. If you have not checked out his channel or the video that he did on me, a reaction, a response that he did on me and my video about YC from H-Ray Gangster, then go check it out. Go check out his channel. I did a video about YC, which stands for Young Cass from H-Ray Gangster. And in this video, I did a video a year or so ago where I said that he had got stabbed, YC, for stealing phone time. This is just a fact. I know exactly what happened with that situation from start to finish. That's neither here nor there. Recently, however long ago, a week or so ago, I did a video about YC being attacked or having to run fades with some dudes from Harlem in the Harlem dorm. And I gave a little bit of a background as to why this had transpired. The only reason I spoke on that, YC and his baby mother or whatever, is because it was germane to the story. I'm sure people will want to know, well, why did they run him? Why did they want him out of the dorm so bad? And people will want to know, why did he end up leaving the dorm? And I said, when I was doing the video, I didn't really want to speak on it. I was trying to find a way around it, trying to be cautious, but still tell the story.
So I can see why Young and Hefe spoke on it. He's speaking on essentially on one of his homies. So Young and Hefe's like, if you're gonna speak on my homie, I'm gonna speak on you. So that's that.
And also in that video, I said that YC was a snitch and was on a PC yard. That's some information that I had received some time ago.
Okay.
I know that he was on a case with Flirt from 9 Deuce. Flirt is on a PC yard. It did tell on the case. I don't know what happened with YC with that case then. The information that I got, because Young and Hefe is saying that he's locked up for something totally different. I don't know. He was in and out of the system at that time, in and out of the county jail, as I alluded to in my prior video a year or so ago when I first came onto YouTube, when I was telling parts.
Bro, what? I got some chicken wings and fries. I got a blunt. I got a soda in the freezer with some ice, and I got another blunt after that. Nigga, life is good. Nigga, life is good. My man said it's crazy how simple things can make a man so happy. Nigga, what? You see this smile on my face? This is genuine happiness, nigga. Life is good. You know? Like, kids got burgers and fries. They got lunch and dinner. Man, what? Nigga, life is up. Look. Life is good, bro. God bless me. God bless me. I know what it's like to have hamburger night in the county jail. Peekaboo. You feel me? You feel me?
Of this story about how he had ended up getting stabbed. Well, see, whatever the case, according to Young and Hefe and another person in my comments, YC is not on a PCR, which means he is not a snitch. He did not snitch, is not on the PCR. So let me stand corrected on that. Let me apologize to YC,
okay,
first of all, for saying that he was a snitch on the PCR. I don't ever want to put misinformation out on anyone, especially not something as strong as being a
Shout out to
snitch.
Damian Porter for correcting his wrongs. Okay.
Again, that's the information that I had received. And apparently it was a erroneous information. Now, what I do know for a fact, so again, let me not gloss over that, because that was something very serious, and that was a mistake on my part. And all I can do is come with a mea culpa, apologize, say that I was wrong, and go from there. YC is not PC. He is not on a PC yard. He did not tell on that case. He's on the main line. He's on the main line yard. YC from A-Trade Gangster. So again, my bad on that misinformation that I received, and I realized that this is a very serious situation. This is YouTube, and I'm putting out stuff saying somebody's a snitch and they're not. I wouldn't like that if somebody said that about me. So, you know, that's why I had to correct that. I'm not perfect. I am, in fact, imperfect. And sometimes I receive erroneous information. For the most part, I try to only speak on things.
Am I tripping, or do he sound like... Do anybody on my channel watch 16 of Life? That man Chill? Do anybody watch 16 of Life? Chill from Banning, California. Shout out to Chill. Shout out to 16 of Life. Bro sound like Chill.
I know for a fact things that I've seen, things that I was involved with myself when I'm talking about prison stories or Los Angeles County Jail stories. But that's not always the case. Sometimes it's a third-party information, and it's not always accurate. So again, that was my fault. Now, I was just going to do a reaction video, like play Young Ant's video and just react to it, sort of like I did with Nina Boy or whatever. But I decided not to do that because I thought that it would really just make me angry watching the video, because Young Ant said something that I took umbrage to. And he said that, first he said...
Hey, Damian Porter has a very extensive vocabulary. Shout out to bro. He's done an incredible amount of reading. You can tell he's very well read. He's very well spoken. And his vocabulary is high. Shout out to Damian Porter. Vernacular on 10. I see you, bro.
Don't get your story straight before you come on here and this and that. And I agree with all that. And I do not want to take away his right to respond to something and clarify something. Because if someone says something about a comrade of mine that is not true, and this person doesn't have a YouTube to defend himself, then I'm going to defend him. I'm going to come on here and say, I'm going to clarify that.
Yeah, bro do sound like S-Bone. God bless the dead.
Nah, man, especially something like he a snitch. Nah, man, the homie ain't no snitch. You got that shit wrong. So I can't be mad at him for correcting that. However, his choice of words, I do take umbrage to, because he said, you know, so you talking about the Harlems ran them out of the dorm. And this, now, I didn't watch the whole video because I really couldn't get past this part. My comrade had told me to watch the video, had hollered at me about it. And, you know, he said, you probably should watch it before you respond. And I watched a little bit of it. I watched most of it. I got the gist of what he was saying, which, again, is that I was incorrect about his homeboy being on a PC yard and being a rat. And that was the gist of it. But now he went on to say something about the Harlem. When I told that story, now, the Harlem situation, I know this for a fact. What I spoke about with that, I know what happened there. I was in the county jail. Him getting stabbed, let's just say I know for a fact what happened with that situation from start to finish. I don't have to correct a damn thing about that. I will stand corrected on what I aforementioned, him being a snitch and being on the PC yard. But Young Ass says, well, you know, you talking about the Harlem, so what happened was, since you want to ride the Harlems, he said, since I want to ride the Harlems. Now, this is the word, of course, that I took umbrage to.
I'm assuming he said D-ride the Harlems?
Saying that I'm riding them. In other words, y'all know what that means. He know what he's saying when he says that. Now, my thing is, no one, and it's not because I'm a big tough guy, I just am who I am. No one, if we was on a level 4 yard, would approach me to my face and tell me that I'm riding somebody. No one. No one here on the...
You had to have said D-riding. He had to have said D-riding. That's the only thing I could think that he could have said that would garner so much disrespect.
Street would ever approach me and tell me, say those words to me. It would now, or let me rephrase that. They may say those words, but they will not say them without understanding, without realizing that before they can fully get it out of their mouth, I'm going to split their head wide open. This is just a fact. No one in any penitentiary system, the county jail or the penitentiary, will...
Lil WACK 100, reported my whoopty bam. Officer Rat Run Hunter reported my whoopty bam. That's what I'm on Instagram timeout for, OG, because Rat Run Hunter reported my Instagram post when I was talking about how he knew that Blue Devil had been calling him a snitch, and he went on the world and made it seem like he didn't know that Blue Devil was calling him a snitch and all that kind of stuff. And instead of wanting to get into some like grown man-ish, WACK reported my Instagram channel. After this, I'm not going to say nothing to nobody else on Instagram. I'm going to still keep talking reckless on YouTube. I'm going to keep talking reckless on YouTube. Like, I've learned nothing. I'm going to just continue to just at my mouth. You feel me? I'm just going, whatever. But on Instagram, I'm just not going to say nothing. I'm just going to post my little shoes and be about my business. You feel me? Because Instagram is a very sensitive place for very sensitive people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Auntie Wackington Run Hunter. You feel me? Cash Jones, Cashisha. You feel me? She be tripping.
Will ever tell you that the stuff that I say here on YouTube is false. That when I talk about myself, talk about being a leader, talk about being who I am and the things that I've done, no one that it's a lie.
No one. Yell it from the mountaintop.
Myself, talk about being a leader, talk about being who I am and the things that I've done, no one will tell you that it's a lie. No one.
That's him. I didn't pause it.
And so, I don't want to get into a YouTube back and forth, a YouTube beef. All I can say is that I took umbrage to that. And when I take umbrage to someone, I feel disrespected. I know what to do. I don't go to...
Hey, man, that's right. Kev Mack reached out for an interview. Good looking on his push on social media. Hey, man, look, man, Kev Mack is La Familia for sure. Big shout out to Kev Mack. Big shout out to Kev Mack. Y'all heard it first on TNN Trap News, TNN Trap News Network. My man, it says my man Lil WACK got an interview coming up with Kev Mack videos. Hey, man, I like that. I like that, man. I like that. I got a lot of love for Kev Mack. I got a lot of love for Lil WACK. I love seeing the OGs come together. That's a good one. I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to react. Y'all make it. Hey, look, man, give me some viral moments, man. Look, WACK. You know what I'm saying? Give us some good stories, man. Give us some good stories. Don't Lil WACK, real quick. Time out, this real quick. Lil WACK, look, from the younger generation. I get that the OGs like to go on Instagram and be humble. Y'all like to tell these cool, like humble ass stories. That shit boring. Lil WACK. The young niggas don't want to hear all that kumbaya shit. You feel me? They don't want to hear all that kumbaya shit. You can slide the kumbaya shit in there, but in the midst of chaos. Niggas want to hear about the skullduggery, the fluflammery, and the larceny. Some good stories. That's what niggas want to hear. And then through the stories, give us lessons. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Through the stories, give us lessons. Shout out to my man ODM Slim. I'm going to tap in with that. Through the stories, give us lessons. But, man, do not go up there all meek and quiet and like, oh, you know, because I'm just thankful. But, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm not saying crash. I will crash. You feel me? But, you know, I like... I'm a crash. Don't worry about that. But give us something good. Give us something good, my nigga. Give us something. Go viral. Go viral. Go viral. Go viral, Lil WACK. Go viral. Go viral, Lil WACK. Go viral. You feel me? That's what niggas want to see. Niggas want to see this, hear about the skullduggery, the fluflammery, the larceny. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got into it with the enemies. I ain't gonna say his name, but this happened, that happened, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I seen this. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But the racial topics that you see on YouTube, where people wonder what's it like with this, with the blacks and Mexicans, blah blah. That's always a good topic to speak on. Honestly, you feel me, from personal experience. There's ways to do it without being disrespectful to nobody. You know, I'm just saying. Go viral, Lil WACK, go viral. You feel me? Because TNN Trap News Network will be reacting to that one. You feel me, man? I love the fact that Lil WACK and Kev Mack have linked up under the Rich Trapper Mafia. You feel me, man? Let's keep going with Damian Porter.
YouTube and talk about it. I'm only here to clarify the YC situation, to apologize for saying that the man was a snitching on the PC yard when he is not, and to address.
Hey, if me and Pun had a show together, I think I might be too much destruction. Honestly, I think that I'm too politically incorrect for Pun. I think that even sometimes I be saying shit, that nigga be like, whoa, bro, chill. You ain't had to do all that. I think that I might be too politically incorrect for Pun. Tell him I said it. I got nothing but love for Pun. But Pun got industry ties and industry plugs that in relationships that I don't have. So Pun got certain shit to lose that I particularly don't. You feel me? And not to say he give a fuck. I don't know. I don't speak to Pun. I don't speak for Pun. I don't speak for Pun. But Pun got sponsors. I don't got no sponsors. Not yet, anyway. You feel me? We working on it, but I don't got no sponsors. You feel me? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might be too. I might be. You feel me? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I would love to do a show with Pun, though. I would love to do a show with Pun. The ultimate crash show. The ultimate crash show. The ultimate crash show. You feel me?
What he said.
Appreciate you, Philip Fry.
Let it be known again that I take umbrage to it.
Shout out to Bender and Leela. I see what you did there.
But once I take umbrage to it, there's nothing else to talk about that. I know what to do from there.
Spliff Mode TV.
Disrespected by it, bro. But again, at ODM had popped some shit off. Some other dude said he was talking about Dubs the other day. He was like, I ain't Chinaman. I this and that. Like, what do you mean you're not China? You damn right you trust me. You not. These dudes playing, man. These dudes, man. Oh man. Yeah. So, now the thing is this. Young Ant, you did a video on my homeboy from Hoover in the federal prison system being brutally unalived by the Norteños. Yes, I reacted to the video only to say, like, what should have happened in that situation. Because he was accused of stealing. So I was saying what should have happened, they could have prevented that situation and should have prevented it. I wasn't questioning the story, for one. And for two, even though the man got on here and said that he was brutally unalived, and basically was saying, justifying it, like, he had it coming. I mean, it is what it is. He was a thief. I didn't get on here and say, oh man, this dude, he's riding the Norteños. I didn't use those words. I didn't use those choice words to say he's riding the Norteños. No, I just like he running his content. He telling the story. I wasn't there. And even if I can't speak on that, how can I tell someone that was there with them and was in this situation with them what the hell happened there? I can't speak on that. I wasn't there and you was. It's like every time I make a video about somebody from H-Ray Gangster, the motherfucker got to respond to it and dissect everything I'm saying again. In this situation, I understand. If you're not a snitch and you're not on PC yard, again, he's supposed to clarify that, supposed to straighten that out, bro. That's okay. But hell, I wouldn't even know what was said in the video because I'm not watching. You know what I'm saying? It's like he had a video pop up on my feed a couple weeks ago. Something said 5'9" Hoover. The title said in federal prison system. I didn't click on what he said. I'm not sitting on. I don't know I haven't watched the video. I don't give a.
One base, 3 outfits. Here's how to look cute and trendy even when it's cold outside. We're starting off with the Ultra Mini.
Damn.
So this started off with Damian Porter, like, kind of being cool, Young Ant, and now is it Damian Porter crashing out on Young Ant? Like, is this a crash out loading? Like, I feel like he went into it with the intention to be cool, but then as more and more happened and more like time went on and more he spoke, he started getting upset. And I think that low-key right now, OG might be, I don't want to say hyping himself up, but working himself up for sure. And I see a crash out coming. I see a potential crash out loading for sure. Let's see what happens.
And I'm running mine. It just popped up on my feed. That's the only reason I even saw it. I'm not waiting because it say Hoover in there. I can't wait to click on and dissect everything he's about to say about this Hoover and come on here and respond to it. Nah, man, that didn't have all the homie this and that. I'm not watching this content like that. I can't respond to I'm doing my own thing. So I just did 2 videos about H-Ray gangsters, Lil Sody and Tiny Solo, and there was nothing disparaging about it. I'm not trying to denigrate the H-Ray gangsters, bro. This is not a back and forth. This is not a competition about who homies is the toughest. Who cares about any of that nonsense? I'm just telling a story about something that I experienced in my life.
Okay, so it's not a crash out. It's just like he's passionate about what he's saying, and he don't like the I guess for lack of better words, how he's being misrepresented. I guess would be the proper, I guess, a proper term about where to speak. What's up, guys? Go wipe your face and go brush your teeth and say, brother, I said take the dog out.
It just so happened to involve an H-Ray gangster and the Harlems. I also told a story about a Harlem who was talking about this, trying to lie to his baby mama, talking about he put in all his work. And I said that Braves, basically thrashed him. Braves from Black Peace Stone. So I'm sure if that's the case, the Harlem saying, I'm riding the Black Peace Stones. You know what I'm saying? One minute I'm riding the Harlems. I just told a story about the Harlems saying something else that wasn't necessarily positive. I didn't told stories about Hoovers, bro. That wasn't good. That they got DP for this and that. And some Hoovers didn't like it. A lot of them didn't like it. That I'm exposing too much business. And I ain't put us in a positive light by saying the homie marked out on this or ran out on this or the neighborhoods got off on us first. I guess motherfuckers want me to just be on here just talking about, saying all kind of fantastic, awesome shit. That's impossible, improbable, at least implausible. And I can't do that. I have to tell the truth as it happened. And that's it, regardless of where the chips may fall. But I'm not trying to disparage anyone or any particular group. So there's no need for anyone to watch my content, breaking everything I say about their homie and coming on, oh man, my homies, man. Like I say, then did stories about my homies, and I couldn't tell you what the hell the story. I haven't even watched it, bro, because I'm not on here. Can't wait to see somebody talking about a Hoover and then go watch the video and then respond to it. Nah, man, the homie ain't this, the homie ain't this. I don't know what the fuck the homie. I wasn't there. Shit, if you was there and that's what you say happening, okay, I wasn't there. I'm over here doing my own content.
I don't know what the homies do.
So this is not a back and forth, bro. And this is not, again, me trying to disparage anyone. If someone looks bad in the midst of me telling a story, it's because they did something bad. They look bad because of what they did, not because of the story that I'm telling.
86,000 seconds.
What happened. And in that process, if they end up looking less than, it's not because of the way that I narrated the story. It's because of their transgressions and them flouting the rules and the protocols. It's of their own doing. But no one can ever tell you that me, the big fella, turned down a fade in the county jail, in the prison system, any motherfucking where, anytime. If somebody ever...
But I don't think the subject of him turning down a fade was ever brought up. I think now he's, again, OG, you kind of working yourself up. I don't think anybody... This went from a conversation about somebody else or a reaction about somebody else to now you, well, I never did this, I never did that. Nobody's questioning. Nobody's here to question your validity. Nobody's questioning you.
They lying. If somebody ever tells you that the shit I'm talking about, I didn't live it, they lying. They some, some haters, bro. Some phonies. Frauds. Charlatans. Because the people know that I lived this. But I'm not some big tough guy. I bleed like everyone else. Evidenced by the fact that I lost a lot of blood when I got hit with that 12 gauge at 12 years old. I bleed like everyone else. And I don't even like violence. I promise you. People think I be joking when I say that, but I'm a non-violent person. But if someone takes me there, if I end up going there...
I wonder. Hold on real quick. Now I have to know. What is the definition of a charlatan? A person who falsely claims to have a special knowledge of skill of fraud. Okay. Okay. So the word of the day is charlatan. Got it.
It's gonna be bad because I didn't want to go there to begin with. Now look at what you done did. Look what you made me do. Now it's gonna be hell to pay. Nevertheless, this is not a threat against young At. I'm not here for that. I don't make threats on YouTube, bro. As I said, I did feel disrespected by what he said, saying that I'm riding some other man. Damn sure ain't riding somebody else's hood, as if my hood is some mediocre hood that I have to ride someone else's big, fantastic, glorious hood. No, sir. Everyone knows about mine. Yeah, it's the reason that we're the most hated. For the record, also, I too was never with the Suwoo moving and grooving. It was.
Yeah, Pop.
I stay up with you.
No, you cannot. You can go to bed. You cannot stay up with me. That's a weekend thing. It's not a weekday thing. Good night. Go say the prayers. I love you.
Who's gonna say prayer
I love
first?
you. You go say the prayers.
Okay. And then you cut flower pies. Well, I'm in my bed. Can you cut me and go to your bed?
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
Always Hoover or nothing for me inside of there. I speak about the SMG, the Suwoo.
No, that's real. He from Hoover. He for sure from the most hated hood. For sure.
Moving and grooving. It was really a few years at least before my time. It was just remnants of it when I hit the county jail. It wasn't really there like that anymore. Everybody was doing their own thing. In fact, it was pretty much over. But it just remnants of it, if you will. So I was never a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with certain hoods and other factions. I just never really allied with them because I know that secretly, covertly, they despise Hoovers. Overtly, they do not. Speaking of which, there have been times when people have hit me with videos, and I still haven't watched them, with young Ant saying that, that he loves the neighborhoods, that every time he speaks about the Hoovers, he says something bad. But I still haven't got on here like, man, this dude's speaking about the Hoovers, but I haven't went back to watch his videos and say what he's saying bad about the Hoovers and then responded to the shit.
Now, with young Ant Hefe being from A-Trade and Damian Porter, a.k.a. Chinaman, being from Hoover, to say that he loves the neighborhoods and speaks bad about the Hoovers is a crazy statement to make, in my personal opinion, because the Hoovers and the A-Trades, from what it looks like from my perspective, are like this. You know what I'm saying? If not for show, like this. If nothing else, you feel me? They're close enough. So that's an interesting accusation.
Whatever he said is what he said. Whatever he lived with them is what he lived with them behind those walls. I'm not on here saying he ride in the neighborhoods because he may say something positive about this one or that one. I don't use those kind of words, bro. Even though I did make a mistake about YC, I do try to be careful about what I say on here and when I'm addressing another man, because I understand, that if this dude's a real man, and I'm basically inferring that he's riding another man's Johnson. I'm inferring that he goes both ways, that he's soft like that he likes to reach around.
The reach around is crazy. The reach around is crazy. Not the reach around. Not the R and A. The reach around. Okay.
I have to understand that if this man is a real gangster, I'm in danger of getting this thing blew off the fucking off of my neck. I'm in danger of that. When I approach this man and say something like that, I'm in danger of getting my shit taken off of my fucking body. So I'm careful. Because YouTube is one thing.
Real life is another.
Real life is another.
That's real.
And we all have to be careful, bro, when we talking to another man. A real man. That's it, man. That's it, bro. That's all I'm going to say with that. Now, again, it was a fallacy. It was erroneous. YC, in fact, breaking news. According to the street, it's not on the PC yard and it's not a rat. He is, in fact, on the main line. I retract that statement, therefore, issue a formal apology to YC for muddying his name, and it was unwarranted. And I'm hoping that I can clarify that now. I am clarifying that now. I do stand by, however, the story about him getting stabbed and why he got stabbed. All of that happened. What happened in the Harlem dorm, what I said, that also happened. The story that I was going to tell about him, in the county jail, and the dude from Do-Rock, Charlemagne, and Throwdown from Altadena Block, punching him out. As a compromise, I won't tell that story now. I'm going to withhold that. And because I don't want to...
How you going to say the story about this person beating him up and knocking him out and punching him out and doing this? Yeah, I ain't going to tell that story. Nigga, you just told the story. Like, if you for sure didn't tell the story, you just gave us a fire-ass preview for sure. Like, you might not have told the whole story, but you just gave a hell of a sneak peek. A hell of a sneak peek, my nigga. What?
Exacerbate the situation, add fuel to any fire. Everyone is going to have war is upon us.
You might not have added... Hold on. With that one, you might not have added fuel to the fire, but you for sure pour rubbing alcohol on it for sure.
When I tell a story about their homies, bro, I'm talking about every video I've done about a certain group, that group responded in the comments and said something about the story that I had to tell about them, or their comrade, their people, their neighborhood, or whatever. In some ways, of course, I understand this. It's just pride and where you come from, and people want to defend that. And there's really no way around it, apparently, here on YouTube. And so I'm going to be cautious. I'm going to still run my content. I'm going to be cautious and careful of who I talk about and what I say.
Yeah, like you might not have added fuel to the fire, but you for sure lit your blood on that motherfucker.
So that it doesn't go past this microphone. Because some words being spoken, they cannot be taken back. They cannot be forgiven. They cannot be overlooked. They will not be. And so I'm going to be careful. I have been careful. Again, in that situation, I misspoke, and I'm clarifying that, and that's all I can do as a man. But it's a way, to correct me, to check me even. Let me know I was wrong for that. There's a way to do that. But inferring, insinuating, this nonsense, this Ricky Martin shit, that's not the way to do it.
This Ricky Martin shit? How did Ricky Martin catch a stray?
But as I said,
how did Ricky Martin catch a stray? Ricky Martin's somewhere minding his own business, bro.
I got A-Trade gangsters that I fuck with real tough. Hell, I fuck with Baby Ant. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with his big homie. I fuck with Baby Ant real tough, bro. Like, so this is not an A-Trade gangster and a Hoover thing, bro. This is Young Ant saying something about me that I took umbrage to as a man. Hood to the side. Forget my hood right now. Forget his hood right now. This ain't got to do. This is this is man to man. He said something about me. He said that I was riding someone's hood. And that ain't got to do with Hoover. That's me. He talking to me as a man. And I'm responsive. I am responding to that as a man. Just me. This is my response to that. It has nothing to do with his hood or mine. This is just me and him. And again, this is not a back and forth with me and him. He said something. I just wanted to make it. I wanted to clarify, first of all, what I was wrong about, the misinformation that I put out there that I'm responsible for on my channel. So I wanted to clarify that, first of all. And secondly, did want to make it be known. I did want to make it explicitly and abundantly clear that I did, in fact, take umbrage to those choice of words. because I don't want to hold it in and act like, you know, it's cool. Like I said, I didn't put him on the screen. I ain't making it. I'm not about to make a big deal about it, bro. This is YouTube. Worse has been said about all kind of people here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I'm sure there's people, man, it's YouTube, bro. That's how this shit go. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Got YouTube, and we also have real life, though, bro. And, you know, we're talking about real people, and we're talking to real people. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, no disrespect to nobody, bro. And no threats to anyone whatsoever. I'm not trying to harm any brother. I'm not trying to harm that brother physically. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to harm anyone physically, you know. As I said, as a man, of course, if you come in my face and you say something that's disrespectful to my face, as a man, I had to be willing to die for mine. I had to just be willing to die. Just kill me. I had to be willing to do that. And I always have been. But I'm not out here looking for trouble. I'm not out here starting any trouble, looking for trouble with anyone. I'm a 50-year-old man, bro. Right? I'm not out here hanging out looking for trouble.
I feel you, Damian Porter. You just had to get that off your chest. That's right, bro. You just had to get that off your chest. He ain't looking for no problems. He ain't trying to rock nobody boat or nothing like that. But something was said in reference to him, and he ain't appreciate it, and he just had to get that off. OG just had to let that go one time. I feel you. Let it out, loved one. OG Suicide Voice.
I just typically deal with it in an extreme way when it comes my way. But again, this is not to threaten anyone. I just wanted to respond. I didn't watch the whole video. As I said, I got the gist of what he was saying, that I was wrong about his homie. And I'm here to admit that I was wrong about his homie. And that was fine. Him clarifying that, straightening that out. I was wrong. I need to know. Let me know what I put out that I was wrong so I can straighten it out. That's fine with me. You know, it's just the other stuff, as I said, that, you know, like, okay, man, come on now. You know, because I've had opportunities, as I said, to come on here and say some of the same things about content that he may have made. But
hey, shout out to OG Damian Porter for putting his words over whoopties, because we know words are hard, and he decided to put words over whoopies. Shop richtraphouse.com right now. richtraphouse.com. Words are hard. Words over whoopies. So over there right there. He put his words over whoopies on. Shout out to Damian Porter.
I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He running his content. He living his life. I'm over here trying to.
Young and Hefe, you're out here. Don't be out here bullying people. No, I'm just playing. It's not that serious, y'all. It's just YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Young and Hefe was defending his comrades in his neighborhood as he should. And Damian Porter misspoke as he should, you know, and he apologized as he should. He doesn't seem like he's holding a grudge. I can't imagine Young and Hefe's ready to take this to his grave. I don't think he cares that much. So look at everybody coming out like a respectable, responsible adult. Look at these gentlemen, man. Salute these gentlemen, everybody involved in this, man. They're able to handle this in a mature way and keep it YouTube, man. For sure.
I'm not sitting here looking at other content. Oh, man, they just do this. And then I don't, you know. So that's all. No disrespect, though, bro, to anyone. Shout out to Baby Ant. You know, I fuck with Stoney from H-Ray Gangster, you know. But of course, when the shit hit the fan, I'm not a fool. You know, they gonna ride with their boy. They gonna ride with their homeboy. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about factionalism, you know, they gonna ride with their faction regardless. I'm aware. I'll be back.
This nigga's funny, bro. I like Damian Porter.
In the meantime,
I like Damian Porter.
So, just wanted to clarify that. YC is not PC, did not snitch on the case with Flirt. Don't know if he was ever convicted on the case with Flirt or whatever ended up happening with that. As I said, I do know what happened with Flirt. Stand by everything else I said about YC and what happened in the Harlem dorm and what happened with that situation with him stealing that phone time. There's many other things that I could say, many other stories that I could tell, not just about him, but about other people as well. You know, but I'll be refraining, I'll be withholding, bro, for this type of reason. That people are going to be upset when I tell certain stories. You know what I'm saying? These certain dudes that's walking around these hoods calling these shots these days. You know. You know, if you only knew, you know, some of the things that they were involved with, some of the unsavory activities that they partook in behind the walls. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing else to say. Just make sure that, like I said, I didn't watch the whole video, but that was really just it. As I said, no disrespect to young Ant. Even though I did feel disrespected by that one word, I don't feel like it was a slip or like he didn't try to say it or like he didn't know what he was saying. I felt like it was deliberate and like he knew exactly what he was saying, which really angered me because I'm saying, you know, not because he's a coward that he wouldn't say it to my face. You know, he should. If he said it there, I hope he would. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, once you do, you feel me? I'm going live.
I think that this is a very humble way of Damian Porter not trying to make too much of the situation, but within his own rights and parameters, maintain what his morals and boundaries are of respect as a man. So I can see all sides. But again, shout out to these gentlemen for putting words over whoopties.
Breaking news, I'm going live. It's going to be live. It's going to be live till I'm going live. That's on anybody. Not him. That's on anybody that says something like that to me to my face. I would expect him or anyone else to do the same thing. That's a man that's living this type of life, that lived this type of life. That's a no-no. That's a, you know, that's a violation. You know, that's disrespect. It's the same thing. You might as well call you the B word. Feel me? What you gonna do if somebody come in your face and do that? You know, certain rules, certain things that we have to follow, bro, in these streets and in a penitentiary. That's all. Someone goes a certain way, says a certain thing, it's a certain way that you must respond. That's it, you know. But that's it, man. Let me stop rambling on. So I just want to clarify that. And yeah, I didn't appreciate that. This is not a back and forth. I have nothing.
Young and Hefe, is it worth shouting out to Damian Porter and being like, my bad, OG, I shouldn't have said that. Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Let us know, young and Hefe. Let us know. Damian trying to act like he not heated. Oh yeah, that nigga's pissed. I ain't trying to laugh at you, OG. And I really do respect and I admire the way you handle the situation, man. I respect the maturity. All jokes aside, I respect the maturity. I respect, because you did say you damn near 50 years old. I'm 35, so I don't want to even look like I'm playing with you. I don't even want to look like I'm disrespecting you or nothing like that, because this is not the case at all. And if it's coming across that way, I do apologize. But that nigga's mad that the motherfucker, he is doing an excellent job of maintaining his emotions. That nigga is not feeling that word. It's the dick riding part he didn't like. He not feeling that shit. He's not feeling any type of reference to homosexuality and to anything he has going on. And rightfully so, I understand. He ain't going for that shit.
Else to say about it. It's all good, man. You know, he said what he said, bro.
I'm September 11th, 89.
As a man, that's what I'm on here to correct myself. I apologize 10 times already doing this video to YC. You know, I am imperfect. I received some misinformation, and I disseminated that information without having the actual facts, and that was my fault. And so, again, you know, I am imperfect, and sometimes the information that I have is misinformation, and the information itself is imperfect. And that was the situation with this. And when those situations arise, as they may sometimes do here on YouTube, then all I can do is get on here when I find out the correct information and correct the egregious or erroneous information of yesteryear. And that's what I'm doing now. That's it, man. I'll be back. And in the meantime, stay free.
All right, man. That's Damian Porter, man. We finna get up out of here to the next one. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Chat, y'all have a good night. Y'all know it's Free Avenue Angel until he's free. We are gone.